San Diego 6 News in the morning. Your station for balanced news.
Also ahead, so many of us are exercising this summer, obviously trying to stay in shape before we hit the beach. Today, we're going to be talking about staying healthy, though. Some of the questions that come up: what should you eat before you go work out? After you work out, when should you eat? How much water should you drink? A doctor from Alvarado Hospital will be with us to tell us what are the right foods to fuel your workout. All right, well, eating right is an important part of maintaining a healthy weight. Our next guest has tips on eating to fuel for exercise. Well, it can be tricky, definitely, when you're trying to figure out what you should eat, perhaps before you go to the gym or before you do a workout. But have no fear, we're going to answer all of your questions this morning. Christine McClendon is here from Alvarado Hospital, and it's a topic I'm really interested in because I find this a lot where I'm not sure what to eat before, I'm not sure what to eat afterwards, because we're all trying to be healthy, and obviously if you go to the gym, you want to eat something healthy when you get back. So let's start with the before. And a lot of people like to work out in the morning, and you want to eat breakfast before you go, right?
Yes.
Okay.
You always want to eat your 3 balanced meals, and carbohydrates, protein, and fats are a part of that balanced meal. So don't skip meals. Try not to exercise right after you eat. Something within maybe an hour before you eat, light snack or something. But definitely don't skip those meals, especially breakfast, because that gets your fuel going. You don't want to deplete yourself so that you can't work out as hard as you want to.
But you don't want to overeat, because I think sometimes we like to have maybe that big meal in the morning. A lot of people obviously know that breakfast is very important. So what should we be eating? What kind of food groups, and what should we be doing? How full should we get, I guess?
Well, the idea is before you go to exercise, you don't want to be too full. It's not great for your abdominals, makes you sick, doesn't let you reach your potential as far as exercising in the morning. So eating a normal breakfast, maybe wait a little bit to exercise, or you can exercise before you actually eat your full breakfast, as long as you have a snack before you go out, and drink plenty of water.
Okay, and I should mention we're in the kitchen right now because, of course, the kitchen plays a big component in all of this. Let's talk about water too. We all know that we should be drinking water. What about those vitamin waters and Gatorades and all those other energy drinks? Should we be drinking those as well? What do you think about those?
Well, they have some nutrients that are added, but I find that most of those nutrients are not things that are scarce in our diet anyway. So, water is still the best source of hydration. 3 cups within the hour before you exercise, and then plenty of hydration afterwards. The best way to know how much water you lost is to weigh yourself before you exercise and after.
Oh, that's interesting.
Look at the weight, and then for every pound, it's about 2 cups of water.
Okay.
So make sure you replenish, especially when it's hot outside.
Yeah.
We want to drink when we're thirsty, but we really need to be more proactive about how much water we drink.
And then obviously, many of us get hungry right after we eat, and that's natural, right? We should be getting hungry.
Yes, you can certainly eat after you exercise. You're replenishing the sugar that's stored in your muscles and your liver. So once we can get that back into our bodies, we can return back to normal and then be ready for our next workout the next day or whenever it is.
Or the next week, whenever you have time right now. Let's talk about some of the vitamins and minerals. We hear about this all the time. They sell them at the gym. We see all these vitamins and we're going, okay, should I be buying some of those? Should I be taking some of those before I go to the gym? Should I take those afterwards? What's your take on some of those?
Well, unfortunately, athletes are victims of misinformation often, and we have whole stores like GNC that are devoted to selling and telling you that you need certain products, and it's really hard to sift out what's true and what's not. There really is no extra vitamin or mineral supplement needed for exercising. One great example is B vitamins, heavily fortified in our food sources, so we don't need extra vitamins. A great multivitamin every day is fine. If you're a female, take calcium, but all of these extra carnitine and coenzymes and whey protein, all these extra things that they really want to sell you, you might just be wasting your money, and you're actually taxing your body because your body's working harder to process these nutrients.
Okay, so that's probably a common mistake people make then.
Big mistake.
All right, also one thing that some people experience too, and it could have to do with not eating enough maybe before they work out, is getting lightheaded, getting dizzy when you work out. Are there certain foods or things we should be doing to prevent that from happening after we do a long cardio workout?
Well, you can use the gels, or those things that have extra carbohydrates. If you do feel lightheaded, that's not a good sign, and make sure you have enough hydration. Again, drinking afterwards, drinking throughout your exercise is really, really important, and you don't need to buy the vitamin waters and all these things unless you do consistently feel lightheaded. That might be a sign.
Okay, all right, lots of good advice. Thanks so much for stopping by.
Thank you so much for
and thanks
having
for
me
stopping by our kitchen, of course. We'll whip some of this stuff up before we go exercise today. Thanks so much, Christine.
Thank you.
Okay, for more information, just go to our website, san diego6.com, click on Hot Topics.